What is a mixed tide? Have you ever noticed how the ocean seems to breathe, rising and falling in a rhythmic dance? This fascinating movement is largely due to tides, and today we will focus on a specific type of tide known as a mixed tide. So, what exactly is a mixed tide? A mixed tide is a tidal cycle that features to high tides and to low tides within approximately a 24-hour period. However, unlike other tidal patterns, the heights of these tides are not equal. This means that during a lunar day, one high tide will be higher than the other, and one low tide will be lower than the other. This variation in tidal heights is referred to as diurnal inequality. The primary reason for mixed tides lies in the gravitational pull of the Moon and the Sun on Earth's oceans. The Moon's gravity is the main force creating tides, but the Sun also plays a role in affecting the timing and strength of these tides. The Earth's rotation and the shape of coastlines and ocean basins further influence how tides behave. Mixed tides are common along many coastlines, including the west coast of the United States, parts of Australia, and regions in Southeast Asia. These tides can be more complex and less predictable than purely semi-diurnal or diurnal tides, leading to varying water levels and currents throughout the day. From the perspective of marine life, mixed tides create dynamic environments. The unequal high and low tides affect the availability of habitats like tidal pools, estuaries, and intertidal zones, where many species thrive. Marine organisms have adapted to these changing conditions in several ways. For instance, some species time their feeding, breeding, or migration activities to match specific tidal stages. This helps them maximize their chances of survival and access to resources. Other species have developed physiological adaptations, allowing them to handle changes in water depth, salinity, temperature, and exposure during low tides. Additionally, some marine animals have morphological adaptations that enable them to withstand the physical forces of varying tidal currents and water coverage. The changing water levels and currents caused by mixed tides also influence sediment transport and nutrient distribution. This, in turn, impacts the food supply and habitat structure for many marine species. For example, in areas with mixed tides, the longer duration of rising tides compared to falling tides can affect the strength of flood and ebb currents. This shapes estuarine environments and impacts species that depend on these habitats for survival. In essence, a mixed tide is a unique tidal pattern characterized by two unequal high tides and two unequal low tides each day. This pattern is shaped by the gravitational forces of the Moon and Sun, along with Earth's geography. The resulting conditions create complex environments in coastal marine areas, prompting marine life to adapt in various ways to thrive amidst these changes.